You know those videos on YouTube? The ones where someone talks about a game? Still don't get what I mean? Well, let me give you this classic introduction then. Insert popular game here doesn't need any introduction. Introduces it to you anyway. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think those are called retrospectives, but I could be wrong. Either way, that is what we're going to be talking about today, because I've always wanted to make one myself. The only reason why I haven't is because I want to avoid those mistakes myself. I also haven't played some of those games myself either, so I can't really talk about them without making some stuff up, and that is something I'm not going to do. But there is something that I can do, and that's why this video exists. I want to go over those type of videos and see how we can improve upon them, starting off with that classic introduction some of them use. In this case, I think they simply need to rephrase it. Instead of saying the popular game needs no introduction and then introducing you to it anyway, say something like this. For those of you who've not played this game before, and then give them a short summary. Because I know this is hard to believe, but there are some people that have never heard of a game before, or even played it for themselves, which is why those YouTubers say that phrase. They want to make sure that no one is left out. However, for those people who are familiar with the game, that can get annoying, so this rephrasing should fix that problem. Anyway, the next problem we need to tackle is the title of the video. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The insert game here is underrated, or something similar to it. You do not need to do that. People will click on a video just to see what you have to say about it, without you having to use those tricks. At least, I hope they will, but you cannot force people to do anything. Right, got a little distracted there. The next problem to face is people who are just telling you the story of the game in their own words back to you, as if that's something you cannot experience in the game yourself. So how do we go about fixing this one? Well, instead of just talking about the story, talk about how you feel about it, what impressions it gave you, what the pros and cons are, those sorts of things. Maybe talk about what your favourite level was, and why. That's one way to go around it. Another key detail here is to admit when you're being biased. After all, nostalgia is one hell of a drug. You cannot let that get in the way when talking about a game, as no game is perfect. And no game is for everyone. Also, it's better to be honest about something. Also, people will be more than willing to listen to you. At least, that's how I feel about it. The next problem on our list is the thumbnail. Now, this one I'm going to tread lightly, as I know my own thumbnails suck. I admit it, they do suck. So I'm not going to say that you can't use a certain type of thumbnail. I'm just saying that you shouldn't overuse it. A lot of people are tired of seeing a popular character's outline with a red or black bar covering their eyes. Therefore, please refrain from using it, even if the algorithm is rewarding you for it. This also applies to you as well, viewer. If you're tired of seeing those thumbnails, don't click on them. It's as simple as that. But I do understand that you want to see what the person has to say about the game. However, all you're doing is rewarding those title uses and thumbnails. So can you really blame the YouTuber for abusing it? Just saying. For now, that's all I can think about. If there's anything that I've missed or anything you personally find annoying when it comes to these type of videos, let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts and how you would go about improving them. Also, if you want me to do these type of videos, then I'll be more than happy to do so. You know for a fact that it may or may not be about Portal 2, lol. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.